Hey everybody, welcome to Rock Painting 101. Today I'm going to show you how to do a sunset style rock using paint pens. I'm very new to having these pens. I did share some thoughts about them yesterday. This is literally going to be the second rock that I have done along these lines, but I wanted to share with you when I'm still new at this. This is my first one, and we're going to move on to my second attempt at this. And I just didn't want to have too much practice before I showed you, because that's not the point, right? This is to show Rock Painting 101, not to show you what I can do after I've had a lot of practice. So I'm just grabbing a handful of different colors. You can use whatever you feel you want to have in your sunset scene. And we're just gonna start, okay? So we'll start at the very base of our sunset. I brought the camera in a little bit closer so you guys could see better than yesterday. So we're just gonna start by adding a little bit of our orange here at the bottom. And then we're gonna work our way up. Do some pink. And as you're working your way up, you can add a couple little flares of these colors throughout the sky, like where there might be clouds, catching some of those sun rays. A little purple action here. And I'm not going all the way to the bottom because we are going to create a land eventually, so no reason to put paint there if we're just going to paint over it. Blues in here. I'm going to go light blue, and then we're going to do some of the dark blue. Hope I don't have my big one of this. This one's a smaller tip, but that's okay. Still works. This won't cover quite as fast. Do a little bit of blue in here. Okay, and then we're going to do black all the way at the top here. Back and forth here. Okay, so we have our base colors down. Now what you need is, I've got a damp paper towel. I mean, this is literally damp. It's not dripping wet, just damp, and just a standard paintbrush. This doesn't even have a name on it. That's how cheap this paintbrush is. It doesn't have to be anything really nice. And all you're going to do is kind of wipe your paintbrush back and forth just so you wet the bristles a little bit. And hopefully this wasn't sitting here too long. Then I always start with the lighter color, and you just come in here and you can start blending. Just like that. See how easily those kind of blend together? You want to use a light touch. You don't want to wipe your paint off. You're just trying to spread your paint. And then in between colors, I don't want orange all the way up in my sky. I just come back onto my paper towel and wipe it off until I don't see any more. And you can work into your next color. Just a very light touch. Very, very light. And just start blending them together. I'll come up here and do this little area here. And see, I've got a lot of purple on there, and I still want that pink to show through, so I'm going to wipe off a little bit so I can go in here and grab my pink. And you can come back in with your pens too. And I might grab just a little bit of water while I was setting up. I think my paper towel might have dried just a tad bit too much. The main thing is you don't want to come in here with a lot of water, because you will start to wipe your paint completely away. Okay, so we'll come in here like so. Actually, I'm going to just add a little bit more water to my paper towel. And it's funny that I have that eyedropper. It's because I use it to water my succulents on my desk. There we go. I'm going to blend. And like I said, this is only my second one. So I'm kind of learning still as I go. Once you kind of get set, I don't go into my black until absolutely last. Just because once you get the black on the brush, your brush gets really dark really fast. So see, like I said, if you get too much water on your brush, it will pick up some of the paint. You just come back in with your paint marker, and you can add a little bit more color. And somebody did teach me this tip. If you do end up getting a little bit of a different colored paint on the tip, you just can wipe it on a wet paper towel and it comes right off, just like that. I'm going to do that, and I want the sky to be a little bit darker. I'm going to get my bigger dark, oh, here it is, right here, dark pen here. So I want this to be a little bit darker. So I'm going to add a little bit more darkness in here, like so. I'm going to get our brush wet again, and you kind of just real light, again, real light. There we go. And I'm sorry if I'm missing any comments or anything like that. It's kind of hard to read. But I do see there are a few people in here watching live, so I'm glad you're watching. We're glad you're here. I say we, me. My dog is in the room today, so I guess maybe talking about Roxy. So there we go. A little back and forth. Okay. Now I do want to blend these light colors up a little bit more, but now that we kind of got that blue under, I'm going to get the brush kind of back to clean again and come back in here with these purples. I want to add some more pink too up here in the sky. I love the pinks in a sunset. That's probably my favorite part, is when you get one of those really pretty pink sunsets, when you get the pinks on the bottom of those clouds. Get that brush clean again. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. I just saw that comment there go by. Oh, thank you, Monica. Thank you. Okay, now once you kind of get to the point where you like it, and I like to come in, and I did this on my last one with the yellow, and I just like to define the edge just right along the tip of where the sun would be popping through, because you know how you kind of get that halo effect from the sun. So I do like to come back in with that, and I just barely touch the tips of that with my, you could probably even get away with doing that with white. Then once we're all done, I am going to come and get this wet again on the top. We're going to do the black up into the top. But like I said, I like to do that last because I don't want my brush to get too dark. And you can pull that down into your blue. Real light. Here we go. So there's your sunset. And once you get done here, I mean, these pens dry really fast. Like this is already going to be dry at the bottom, so we could start putting our land in. And we have to decide what's going to be living in this little space of the world. What's going to be living in this little corner of the world. I was kind of thinking about doing one larger object today, just so I don't keep you on here for entirely too long. And feel free to share the video. If you're in any local rock groups where people like to share tutorials and things like that, feel free to go ahead and share this into your little local rock groups and videos. We have a rock painting tutorials group where one of our members actually got on and created a video about this process and inspired me to give it a try, because I wasn't sure with these kind of markers if you would be able to actually create a scene like this. I'm going to give this just a second. It still looks a little bit wet in a few little spots there, and they would have dried by now if I hadn't added that water. They dry really fast without the water. I am going to get a smaller black pen out to do this. See if I can find my medium size one. You guys, I bought the 3-pack set, so I have 3 different sizes of all of these colors. And I love them all. Okay, here's a brand new one, so I'm going to have to get this one going. I haven't used the medium size black pen. That's kind of shocking to me. So in order to get these going, this is probably something good to show while this is drying. You've got this white tip. All you have to do is press it down. I don't like to jam it back up and down 1,000 times, because I feel like eventually that's going to hurt the tip. So I just kind of press it down a few times and kind of count to 2, 3, 4, 5 or so. And then you see, you'll already see that ink is coming down. Once you start seeing that ink come down, as soon as you get your first dot on the paper, it's going to be good to go. Just like so. I'll get this out of the way. So I think what I want to do on this one is maybe like a little palm tree or something like that. That sounds kind of nice. I think I might want to give this like a little island almost feel. So we got this little bump here. And let's see, where's our palm tree gonna live? Right in here like so. And we'll do some big branches here. Just get the outlines going, and we can fine tune them once we get a little further along. Obviously you have to have a couple little coconuts under the tree, right? And then we're just going to fill those in. And we'll be pretty much done. You can obviously add a lot more details to these. The one that I did the other day, I did a lot of little tiny things. But this will give you the idea of how it can look. So I really, really hope that you give this a try. Just because you have paint pens doesn't mean that you can't do some blending with your colors. I, for one, had not ever tried blending with any brand of paint pens. These ones are fairly new to me, but they work so much. See, I didn't have to click that once. That's a brand new pen. I clicked it, got it running once, and then I got to keep on going. So we're just gonna leave it at that for now. So I hope you give this one a try. If you give it a try, please leave a picture of your finished sunset scene in the comments below. I'd love to see them. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.